Welcome back to a new Stormworks video. Today, you read the title, we're starting a new build series, and it's going to be a Tiller fire truck. They're pretty well known for being fire trucks. Like, when you think of a ladder truck, you probably think of a Tiller. I'll put a picture of one on the screen here, so you can see what I'm trying to go for. Okay, let's get started. I'm just taking the cab from this engine because it works, and I love, just love to have things organized and equal and everything. Like, if it's not equal and the same for uniform and stuff, it bugs me so much. So we're going to take that. Boom. We'll rework all the logic. If you want to see how I made this cab, go check out the mid-mount ladder truck video. Please, I beg of you. It's good, I promise. I made it or something. So I'm totally not biased. Where's the... Yeah, are you kidding? There's that. Boom. Okay. Whee! Okay, now that we have the cab, we can start working on the actual part that makes it a tiller. This is going to be a Quint tiller like the picture I showed you guys. Yeah. So we're going to do that. Gonna do that for the drivetrain. Badoosh. Skadoosh, or whatever you want to say. Boom. That's way too short. I know the front of tillers is short and stuff, but that's way too short. I told future editor me to edit out or to voice over all this, but I'm talking so much I don't want to. So I'm not going to. So there. Okay, there's that. This section right here will be the pumps. Boom. And I feel like I want to add a wall like that. Then I saw a really cool technique where you... Let's see. How did the person do it? They painted on that. And then that. Let's see. Then they took angle pieces. Boom, 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 boom. And red. That. And they took rocket boosters. I think it was, at least. They made them gray. And put them like that. To represent hosing. And I thought it was the coolest thing. Because I've always struggled with putting hosing in my engines. And now I just have this, and it feels like it's cheating almost. Okay. Now that we have that, gonna extend this a little bit more, just give us a little bit more room for the actual tiller part. Boom. And we can do this. That thingy. Boom, boom. Okay, well, I'm just building this. Need to decide. Do we make it so the driver up in the front can control both the rear and front turning? Or do we only make it so the rear guy can? Because I think both would be really cool, but the rear guy only one would technically be more realistic. Okay, there's that. I'm just like in love with the hoses for there. Like it looks so good to me. Can I use like modular engine pieces? Should I use a modular engine piece there? Then I can paint that. Nah, rocket booster looks better. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, there's that. Already have an engine in there because, well, I took it from the thingy-mabobber, from the thing we already made. That's 5. That's 5. Okay. I am going to use this robotic fluid pivot because we're giving this thing water capabilities and stuff. It's gonna be super cool, you'll see. Another thing you need to decide once we get to there is where do we want the ladder mounted? Do we want it mounted there, going back, or back going front? Because both could and would look good. Okay, this is what we have so far. It's long, but they are in real life too. Got engine hooked up, got sirens hooked up. Apparently, I don't have the freaking doors hooked up. Okay, that's good. But yeah, as you can see, it turns like this. And once we have the rear steering hooked up, it'll turn even better. Do realize I need to adjust something. So basically what's happening right here is I made a goof up and I wanted it to be able to pivot up and down so it can like go over hills and bumps basically. But I goofed up by doing an electric node because I'd have to do composite for that. And I did not want to do a composite for that. So instead I switched to a different route, and that's what we're going with. Okay, bye. Okay, now that we have that, it can pivot up and down. Yeah. Okay, that's gonna about wrap up today's video. Next video, we'll do the ladder and the pump panel. Then the video after that, we'll finish it up with a few details and storage stuffs. And then this build is good to go and will be posted on the workshop. Okay, bye-bye.